Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal and you're watching the weekly sectoral analysis. दोस्तों 3 दिन पहले मैंने एक वीडियो शेयर किया था एंड दैट वीडियो वाज रिगार्डिंग निफ्टी एंड बैंक निफ्टी एनालिसिस. उसमें मैंने क्लियरली मेंशन किया था कि जो ट्रेंड है निफ्टी में और बैंक निफ्टी में वो ऑब्वियसली डाउन है, बट सिंस वी वेयर ओवरसोल्ड, स्पेशली अगर आप यहाँ पे देखें 2 आवर्ली चार्ट में जो आरएसआई था वो काफी ज्यादा ओवरसोल्ड टेरिटरी में था. और अगर मैं बैंक निफ्टी चार्ट में देखूं तो बैंक निफ्टी में भी आपको यही दिखेगा दैट द आरएसआई वाज एक्सट्रीमली ओवरसोल्ड एंड ट्रेंड वाज डाउन एंड इनफैक्ट बैंक निफ्टी वाज एट अ सपोर्ट. सो एक छोटा सा पुल बैक होने की गुंजाइश थी एंड वी सॉ इन लास्ट 2 to 3 ट्रेडिंग सेशंस वी हैव सॉ अ पुल बैक. जो मैंने लेवल शेयर किए थे निफ्टी में पुल बैक के वो आई थिंक थे करीबन 24,029 से लेके 24,060. ये दोनों टेस्ट हो चुके हैं. दूसरा जो रेजिस्टेंस लेवल है वो अभी भी टूटा नहीं है एंड दैट रेजिस्टेंस लेवल इज दिस पर्टिकुलर गैप. जो डाउनसाइड गैप बना था ना वो अभी तक सिर्फ ये जो इनिशियल पार्ट है गैप का वहां पे टेस्ट हुआ है, बट दिस एंटायर गैप हैज नॉट बीन फिल्ड. ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट और सेकंड लेवल मेरे टेस्ट हो गए बैंक निफ्टी सॉरी निफ्टी के. और बैंक निफ्टी में अगर हम देखें तो ऑलमोस्ट जितने लेवल्स मैंने शेयर किए थे, फर्स्ट मैंने जो लेवल शेयर किया था वो शायद 51,624 625 था, सेकंड 51,750 के करीब होगा और ये जो पूरा गैप था ये भी एक मेरा रेजिस्टेंस बैंड था, तो ये भी टेस्ट हो चुका है. नाउ गोइंग अहेड, अब क्या? पुल बैक तो हो चुका है, अब आगे क्या? दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन टुडे, तो उसके बारे में हम डिस्कस करते हैं. सो अगर हम निफ्टी के चार्ट को देखें ठीक से, और आज में कैसा है कि मैं वीकली टाइम फ्रेम चार्ट पे ज्यादा फोकस नहीं करने वाला हूं. आई एम जस्ट फोकसिंग ऑन द डेली चार्ट and the 2 hourly chart. जरूरत पड़ी then we'll go to a hourly time frame chart, but I think these 2 time frames will be pretty much efficient because जो भी मूवमेंट आ रहा है वो ज्यादातर डेली और 2 hourly charts में. ठीक है, सो मेरे हिसाब से द ट्रेंड ऑफ निफ्टी आई थिंक इज स्टिल डाउन. अगर हम निफ्टी वीकली टाइम फ्रेम चार्ट्स को भी देखें तो यू विल सी द ट्रेंड इज फ्लैट, नीदर इट इज अप नीदर इट इज डाउन. सो जो भी प्राइस एक्शन हो रहा है वो डेली चार्ट में है and you can clearly see that after a big fall, okay, this has been a consolidation and then we have seen a pullback. After a pullback जो candle यहाँ पे बना है, it is not a very very great candle, I should say. It is coming at a resistance band, that is for sure. So I think overall biasness is still in the Nifty on the downside until and unless कुछ बहुत बड़ा level surpass हो जाए या something. I think still the biasness is on the downside. So don't be over excited by this pullback. In a downtrend generally जो pullbacks होते हैं वो swift होते हैं और काफी fast होते हैं. So don't misjudge this pullback for a new uptrend or something. ठीक है, अगर बैंक निफ्टी में मैं स्टडी करूंगा तो बैंक निफ्टी आई वुड से दैट it has given slightly more pullback than Nifty in terms of momentum. Now you can see in the 2 hourly time frame charts and in the daily time frame charts, यहां पे अगर हम देखेंगे तो दोनों कैंडल के विक्स ऊपर की तरह है, which is a sign that at higher levels some sort of selling pressure is visible. In the daily time frame chart the trend is down, in the 2 hourly time frame charts trend is completely flat. but मेरे हिसाब से अगर ये सेल ऑफ स्टार्ट होता है 2 hourly चार्ट से तो ये जो एक लेवल है I think 61.80% Fibonacci retracement of this entire short term pullback. यहां से लेके यहां तक मैंने रिट्रेस किया है. सो अगर ये लेवल टूटता है 51,200 या 51,150 टूटता है नीचे की तरफ, then you will be able to see some sort of momentum on the downside in Bank Nifty. So just be careful about that. ठीक है. Now talking about PSU banks, I think the trend is down. No doubt about that, but you have to be very careful in PSU banks because I'm constantly been saying that there is a lot of volatility up and down movement. So whoever is trading in PSU banks, आपकी एंट्री और एग्जिट काफी ज्यादा फास्ट होनी चाहिए. अगर आप वीकली टाइम फ्रेम चार्ट्स भी देखेंगे तो once again you can see the price is trading below the dual moving averages after a pretty long time. All right, now if you just go to the PSU banking chart, so I think first crack has happened. यहाँ पे एक गैप डाउन था, गैप अप था सॉरी, तो ये गैप अप ने एक सपोर्ट की तरह काम किया बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा में, आई थिंक सो. Canara Bank, you can see trend is down, it is consolidating. Central Bank momentum is down, you can say. uh, Maharashtra Bank is also coming down, PNB. तो ये जितने सारे स्टॉक्स हैं, ज्यादातर आई वुड से इधर आफ्टर अ स्विफ्ट डाउनसाइड, यानी कि after a fast momentum on the downside, they're consolidating. I think once this consolidation is over and the momentum takes in control, I think वापस हमको lower prices दिखने के chances ज्यादा हैं in PSU banks. Now going ahead in the private banking sector, I should say that so far private banks were supporting the market very nicely, especially the likes of HDFC Bank. If you just have a look, in fact HDFC Bank काफी टाइम मैंने अपने पॉजिटिव व्यू में भी शेयर किया था. यू कैन सी द वे नाइसली दिस बैंक हैज बीन एबल टू गो अप. एंड वन मोर वाज ऑब्वियसली आईसीआईसी बैंक. तो ये जो दो स्टॉक्स थे ना, इन्होंने निफ्टी को, बैंक निफ्टी को काफी ज्यादा सपोर्ट किया अभी तक. यू कैन सी दिस. नाउ समहाउ इट सीम्स दैट something is not looking great. If you just see at the candles of the 2 hourly chart, in hourly chart, okay, I would say things are fine. In the 2 hourly charts, things are not fine. In HDFC Bank, if you see, yes, there is one positive sign. अगर हम ICICI बैंक और HDFC बैंक को मैं दोनों को कंपेयर करूंगा तो मैं बोलूंगा कि HDFC बैंक इज स्लाइटली बेटर प्लेस्ड. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट इज एट अ डिसेंट सपोर्ट. हालांकि ICICI बैंक में उतना ज्यादा सपोर्ट नहीं है. सो आई थिंक इफ ये जो लो है, यहाँ पे ये लो टूट जाता है in the 2 hourly time frame chart or 1775 or something in ICICI Bank also. So I should say that it has a positive, you can say, stance, positive stance, यानी कि ओवरऑल डाउ थियरी के हिसाब से दोनों स्टॉक अभी भी अप ट्रेंड में है. बट शॉर्टर टाइम फ्रेम चार्ट्स में अगर नीचे के लेवल्स टूटते हैं, यहाँ पे कोई भी इंपॉर्टेंट लेवल्स in the 2 hourly time frame chart, in the 1 hourly time frame charts, be very careful. There may be short term selling visible in the private banking stocks, especially these two stocks. Okay. Energy pack. Now, energy pack as a sector is looking extremely underperforming. The way it is going down is really scary, thanks to Reliance Industries. You can see the downward momentum continues, and I had shared my negative view in this stock since many days back, probably somewhere in this zone and even in this zone, and the way it is continuing is really amazing. And now I guess ये negative view, short term negative view for swing traders तभी तक close नहीं होगा जब तक stock 1236 या 1237 के ऊपर 2 hourly time frame charts में close नहीं दे देता. So till the time the stock does not close above 1237, my negative view will continue. Okay. If you have a look at other stocks in energy pack, if you look at BPCL, GAIL, even they have corrected, but the way Reliance has corrected is a completely onto a different level. Petro, I should say, is one stock which is slightly outperforming. Petronet going sideways. IOC, I think you should be a little bit careful. It had given a pullback. The pullback is not sustaining. I think ये जो low है, ये low 133 something, इसके नीचे अगर trading करना start करेगा, if it sustains below 133, then you will be able to see lower levels coming up in this stock. Okay. Now going ahead with the metal pack. Metal pack, again, you can see clearly that downside momentum continues very nicely. ये lower जो लो है यहाँ पे 8657.90 का, इसके नीचे अगर ट्रेड करेगा देन ऑब्वियसली विल बी फॉर्मिंग अ न्यू लो. मैंने एक नेगेटिव व्यू शेयर किया था हिंडाल्को के ऊपर, इफ यू रिमेंबर. ओके. सो हिंडाल्को जो नेगेटिव व्यू इनिशिएट हुआ था वाज समवेयर इन दिस जोन. हालांकि एक अच्छा कैंडल हमको नहीं मिला था, बट स्टिल द व्यू कंटिन्यूज ऑन द डाउन साइड. ओके. नाउ टिल द टाइम I don't see a big green candle or a decent candle also closing above 631.95 यानी कि 632 के ऊपर, my negative view on this stock shall continue. अगर हम दूसरे स्टॉक्स भी देखेंगे मेटल पैक में, तो I can say that overall negativity is there, but Hindalco is one stock which was outperforming massively in comparison to other stocks. Now NMDC has also shown a sign of great downside momentum. All right. Now, ऑटो पैक, ऑटो पैक मैं थोड़ा सा वीकली टाइम फ्रेम चार्ट में शेयर करूंगा. नाउ सी, ऑटो पैक हैज बीन अ सेक्टर व्हिच हैज आउट परफॉर्म्ड अ लॉट इन द लास्ट कपल ऑफ इयर्स, एंड जो ज्यादा आउट परफॉर्म करते हैं उसमें करेक्शन भी आना मुनासिब है, एंड दैट इज द रीजन दिस करेक्शन हैज हैपेंड. Now this is just a mere pullback. According to me, this is just a mere pullback which has happened recently. Sorry, just suffering through a seasonal sore throat. Okay, so this is just a pullback, nothing much than that as of now. Until and unless some major levels are taken off, I think I will not indulge on the bullish side in these stocks. And in case if anyone is holding short, जो डेरिवेटिव ट्रेड्स करते हैं फ्यूचर्स में या ऑप्शंस में, आप किसी ने भी अगर नेगेटिव व्यू या शॉर्ट पोजीशंस रखे हुए हैं इन ऑटो पैक, प्लीज फॉलो योर स्टॉप लॉसेस. ऑलराइट, फाइनेंस पैक. फाइनेंस पैक, I should say that we did saw a lower low, then we did saw a higher high. Now if you check, suddenly there is a price cut with a gap down. Okay, and if you have a look at the weekly time frame chart over here, this is the weekly time frame chart. Over here also you can see some momentum coming up. So मैं इतना ही बोलूंगा कि so far so good, but ये जो lower levels हैं something like 23,618 और ये जो lowest low है 23,525, इसके नीचे ट्रेड नहीं होना चाहिए. इसके नीचे अगर ट्रेड होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, then possibly you will see some lower levels coming up in finance stocks also. ठीक है. कंजम्पशन पैक. नाउ कंजम्पशन पैक एज अ सेक्टर, आई वुड से अगर आप सेक्टोरल इंडाइसेस को देखोगे तो आपको लगेगा कि सेक्टर नेगेटिव है. It's a bounce back. Again, it's coming down, and it's true. Even in the 2 hourly time frame chart, it is visible. But if you just go to the stocks within this sector, okay, let me come down to the consumption pack. So if you just have a look, Berger Paints looking negative, CG Power negative, giving a pullback, DMart again negative. But if you suddenly go to the likes of MRF, you can see there is some sort of outperformance happening. If you see Apollo Tyre, you will again see some outperformance happening. So यहाँ पे कुछ स्टॉक्स आपको दिखेंगे जो शायद ट्राई कर रहे हैं आउट परफॉर्म करने का. Even Trent is trying to outperform, but it's not a great candidate. Okay, so I think I would say that Apollo Tyres is looking a great outperformer till the time it does not sustain on lower levels. Some sort of positive momentum on the upside can be expected in this stock, Apollo Tyres. And especially if it starts trading above 546, ये जो recent high से वापस नीचे आएगा. हालांकि यहाँ पे कोई resistance नहीं है, but somehow it did not sustain because due to the overall sentiment of the market. अगर market शायद अभी positive रहता तो maybe by now it could have gone up by 3 to 4%. But I think it needs to trade more above 546. The more it trades above 546, the higher the chances it will go higher. Okay. Even MRF is looking positive, but I think I like a little bit Apollo Tyres a bit more. All right. Fine. Now, going ahead, looking at the FMCG pack. FMCG pack, I think the trend is down, but the momentum has slowed down. The selling has slowed down because the way the stocks had collapsed, like Hindustan Unilever, अगर आप देखोगे तो it collapsed very nicely, and then consolidation is happening. If you have a look at, say, Nestle, even Nestle saw great momentum on the downside. Again over here, and then it is consolidating. I think anyone who is trading on the negative side or on the short side in these stocks, kindly follow your stop losses. हाँ, एक चीज मैंने देखा, ITC somehow is trying to outperform. It did give a nice pullback, and right now it seems that it's trying to hold Nifty at the higher level because it has a great weightage. But other than that, as of now, on the entire sector, I do not have any positive view. Even if I look at the weekly time frame charts, you will not see something great, except one thing, which is you will see a lower low in RSI, slightly higher low in, sorry, a lower low in price and slightly higher low in RSI. So this is something which is good, but will it convert into something even nice, even greater? This is good, but will it convert in something great, in something really nice? ये टाइम बताएगा, ये अभी बोलना बहुत मुश्किल है, because it has happened in the past that in a correction, positive, negative divergences do appear on the chart, but with the force of the sell-off, they get negated. So I think it is too early to say anything as of now. We should wait in next few days or maybe a couple of weeks. Something, if it appears on the charts, मैं जरूर share करूंगा आप सबके साथ. Now talking about infra pack is also one of the sectors which is underperforming. और मैंने एक जो स्टॉक शेयर किया था ACC, उसका भी नेगेटिव व्यू कंटिन्यू हो रहा है. आई शेयर द नेगेटिव व्यू समवेयर इन दिस जोन, आई थिंक 2213 के करीब. Currently the price is 2066. I think that is corrected pretty nicely. It's a great thing. If the stock closes above 2114 in the 2 hourly time frame charts, only then I think I will be closing my negative view. All right. Now, apart from these stocks, if you have a look at Ambuja Cements, even Ambuja is looking not great. It's looking on the downside, but it is lacking the momentum what ACC had on the downside. That is why I just shared ACC and not Ambuja. और अगर हम दूसरे stocks को देखें in the infra pack, if you remember, Bharti Airtel had given a spike. मैंने clearly share किया था that exit the stock as fast as possible, and you can see the way it has come down. If you look at other stocks like Torrent Power, Tata Power, or likes of L&T, I think upsides are capped and stocks are trying to correct on the downside. So just be careful about that. Now, if you have a look at JK Cement, I think JK Cement is one stock which is trying to outperform by falling less, and it's trying to even rise higher. Even in the weekly time frame chart, it's great that it's trading above the dual moving averages. So I think overall sector is mixed, but still the biasness of this sector is on the downside. Now going ahead in the IT pack में अगर देखेंगे तो IT pack, I should say that ये जो कैंडल यहाँ पे बना है, this candle, ठीक है, this is very surprising. ये बहुत ज्यादा surprising लगा मुझे, because IT एक ऐसा स्टॉक, एक ऐसा सेक्टर था, जो मार्केट को काफी ज्यादा ऊपर लेके जा रहा था, एंड ये नीचे आया. IT sector, that is not surprising for me. That is okay. That is fine. Sectors and stocks do correct, and in fact it was facing some sort of resistance over here in terms of Fibonacci extension. That is fine, but just momentum se niche aaya, that was really a little bit not great. Now why this has happened, according to me, what I've understood is, if you just have the main stocks, मैं सिर्फ आज main stocks के बारे में बात करूंगा, like Infosys. Now Infosys, what has happened is that यहाँ पे momentum, यहाँ पे momentum. First thing is that. दूसरा stock, अगर मैं TCS को देखूं, तो TCS भी ऊपर से काफी ज्यादा नीचे आया है, and it has not just corrected and bounced back, because same चीज अगर आप यहाँ पे देखोगे, TCS came down, but it did bounce back. Weekly close was not great. मतलब weekly close was nice, but यहाँ पे weekly close is not that great. और ये जो red color का जो candle है, that is really unsettling. Now going ahead, if you have a look at TCS, it is at a support. If you have a look at Tech Mahindra, which is also a great stock, it is also at a support. Looking at the weekly time frame charts, again a big red candle. So this is something unsettling. Be very careful as a swing trader if you're taking positive trades on the positive side, on the upside in these three stocks: TCS, Tech Mahindra, and Infosys. I'm not saying they're looking negative, sorry, but something doesn't seem right. But हाँ, एक stock जरूर है जो थोड़ा सा outperform कर रहा है, which is Persistent Systems. Yes, यहाँ पे भी मैं बोलूंगा कि नेगेटिव कैंडल है, बहुत बिग ग्रीन कैंडल, नेगेटिव बिग रेड कैंडल है, बट इसका जो वीकली टाइम फ्रेम चार्ट है, इट हैज नॉट गॉन रियली बैड. So this is one stock which is looking better in comparison to other IT pack. Okay. Pharma sector has started outperforming. Big thanks to Sun Pharma. मैंने last video में भी आपको बोला था that my positive view is open on Sun Pharma. Only thing is there is no momentum, but the day it crosses this particular band, you will see some upside momentum happening. And this breakout did happen on this candle in the 2 hourly time frame charts, and you can see the price going up. I think थोड़ा सा प्राइस अगर और ऊपर जाए, it will be a good time to book partial profits and then trail with a stop loss. Rest, I think if you have a look at other stocks in pharma, it will be a mixed match, but overall the biasness in the pharma pack will remain stock specific. I will not say that entire pharma pack is looking positive, but it is slightly better placed with other sectors. PSE sector, I think the downside will continue. You can say that this was just a consolidation. The momentum is extremely nice on the downside. So derivative traders, whoever have taken position, just keep trailing your stop losses. Okay, realty pack is one sector which is outperforming in the recent times. Now, you can clearly see the first rise in the sector has broken this previous high. Now this is the low. As of now, this is the low, this is the previous low. So as per Dow theory, agar main bolu 1, 2 and 3, we are still outperforming. If you have a look at DLF, this is one stock where swing traders can keep watch on. Oberoi Realty, main nahi bolunga. Prestige is also one stock where you can keep your eyes on. And I think these two stocks, I would say Prestige and DLF, these are two stocks where if in case the overall realty sector continues to outperform, so ye jo those stocks hain, I'll place myself over here. Okay. Mid caps, I should say that they have bounced back very nicely. They have been really surprising. And if you look at the weekly time frame charts, this momentum is great. Now there is a retracement. Okay, you can see this retracement is much more visible in the daily time frame charts. I think अगर ये सेक्टर को और ज्यादा ऊपर जाना है, मिड कैप सेक्टर को और ज्यादा ऊपर जाना है, then it will need to sustain above 55,889. If it closes below 55,889, that will be the first sign कि ये एक सिर्फ pullback था और कुछ नहीं था. That will be the first sign, because after a correction, swift correction, especially on the 20th of December, it has just been consolidating, nothing else. So ये एक support important है, और especially this one 55,946 and 56,649. तो जैसे ही ये वाला सपोर्ट टूटेगा, something is off in this particular sector, will be clearly visible, right? And now summing it up all, मैं इतना ही बोलूंगा, the overall biasness in Nifty seems to be still on the downside. So don't be over surprised, over excited that the downside is over. There are sectors which are outperforming, likes of pharma a little bit. Realty ने थोड़ा outperform किया है. There are also sectors which have slowed down in selling, something like FMCG, but there are also sectors which are continuing its downtrend, like PSU banks, metal, little bit in auto, and again private banks are also showing signs of a little bit of tiredness on the upside. So this is overall a sector and stock specific market with the biasness staying still on the downside. So choose your trades very carefully. Trade less, trade wisely. Thank you.